Praise Jah, we are back, baby.
Jah, who's that?
I don't know. Raw Jah. It's one of. I think Jah's the Rastafarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's their Jesus?
I don't think he's anything like Jesus.
Dread Jesus?
Yeah, dreaded Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a juggalo, pretty much.
Okay.
He just looks like he just got back from the gathering.
A wook Jesus?
Wook Jesus, yes.
I can imagine.
That's exactly what Jah looks like.
Well, and juggalos, I could see those guys definitely like adopting the Rastafarian.
Might as well.
Different, they could definitely use that terminology and be like,
yeah, praise Jah, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What's
excited.
up?
Hey, hanging out.
GMC week, stoked for that?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am.
I am. Taking a week off. I got a little sad this past weekend not getting to watch any disc golf because it made me realize that season's coming to an end.
It is.
And we're not going to have anything to talk about. no, but we don't get to watch any disc golf.
This off season's going to have plenty to talk about. This little
sure.
birdie told me that.
Okay.
So we'll just leave it
Jah?
at that. Jah told me. Juggalo Jah told me that this off season's going to have a lot to talk about. So
good deal. We're not good. I don't want to have to talk topical stuff. No, I'm just kidding. That's all we do. But yeah, GMC, I'm excited about that. Anytime they play
you want to go ahead and pick our winners, the real winners this time?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We can do that.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take Ricky in the MPO.
Okay. That's a good pick. Solid pick. He probably won't. But it's a solid pick. You think all of this is just building up to finally for him to get a win?
Yeah,
eventually
I think
seal the deal.
He's just been beating at it. You know what I mean? He's been right there, and he plays great here. So, I mean, why not pick?
That's
Ricky?
true. I think I saw recently where it's like he was like the last 8 years or something. He's won top 3. He's averaged like second or third. Man, I'm gonna fuck it all up. I don't know. He's done really well.
Yeah, he plays good there. Just leave it
at least top 3 for the most part.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Okay. I'm gonna go for my MPO pick. I mean, it's got to be fun, right?
No, I mean you can just say Gannon Burr if you want to.
No,
I mean that's
I
obviously
can't.
what you're gonna want to do.
No, I'm gonna have to go with 2018 world champion Greg Barsby.
That's another good one, dude. Yeah, I mean
Come on.
It's a Fox Run though. It's a different beast, but yeah, I mean Barsby's not a bad pick for sure.
No,
for sure.
Let's see, and then FPO. I'm gonna go with. I have to go with my girl, Cat Merch.
Cat Merch, that's a good one too.
That's who you were gonna go.
She's
with.
on. No, I was gonna go Holland Hanley just because I think it's her time. So
yeah,
we'll see. I can't believe neither one of us picked Kristen.
I know.
It's nuts.
That's sad.
It's crazy because she's probably gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, well, she's definitely, she could.
Yeah,
but
yeah, she probably will since neither one of us picked her. She's due too, so
she is. There's only so many losses that she's gonna let them take.
Yeah,
only so many wins she's gonna let them take.
Yep.
Or she's coming back and be like, all right, enough of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I play better than this.
This will be out the morning of the start of the tournament, so that's good. Well, at least everybody know who we picked before it actually starts. That way, they can't claim us to be cheaters.
Exactly. I like that. Staying ahead of the
We're
game.
never correct, so I don't know why we would. I mean, they can't really claim us to be cheaters. So
no, we're never correct, and we also pick people that regularly win for the most part. We're still just wrong about it.
Speaking of winners, let's go through the winners and losers this week.
Let's do it. I'll start us off with Gannon Burr.
Yeah.
Shooting a bogey-free 1087 event. 1087 average for the event.
That's nuts.
3 rounds for the RIP Q Series, sponsored by Innova. He beat Isaac Robinson and Ezra. Second place by 12 strokes. Second place by 12 strokes.
Beat Isaac by 12 strokes.
Yeah.
I think Isaac shot
a world champion.
I think Isaac shot a 1051 event and lost by 12 strokes. That's
crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah. What is it? Isn't it tied for the highest rated average tournament?
If it's not, it should.
I believe it's tied.
I don't know, but I mean, it's got to be up there. I mean, can't imagine one being an event being rated higher. I mean, not much higher than that.
When are we going to see an 1100 averaged event?
We will.
Probably.
We probably will.
For
yeah.
sure. And it'll probably be by some
It'll probably be
18-year-old
Gannon Burr.
kid next year.
It might be.
Yeah, maybe by Gannon Burr. I mean,
Speaking of Gannon Burr, and this is a little bit off, I'm hearing rumors, and I'm not sure that the Power DGA has signed Gannon Burr to be one of their coaches next year.
if you would have asked me that the Power of DGA was going to hire anybody else, I would say that, really? I mean, I thought, by the way that they're constantly advertising that they're on sale, I figured that they were just done with the Power of DGA.
I think they have the same model as fucking furniture stores. It's
Everything
always
must go.
close out. Yeah, they're always the business is always closing.
No shit.
But I mean, I've learned some shit from it. And I'm not digging on it, but I
Yeah.
think that's the rumor is that his specialty is going to be shot shaping.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You could put him, though, doing any of them
Yeah,
since he's so well-rounded.
putting maybe, you
Yeah,
know.
absolutely putting.
But yeah,
You can't
I think
teach
I
that.
think his philosophy with the putting though would go completely against Uli's.
With that,
Because Uli's philosophy is, touch and this and that, and he's just cranking it.
don't hinge your wrist here and there.
So
Yeah.
I think the shot shaping is a great one for him though, because he really does make the best out of a lot of overstable stuff. So,
Absolutely.
but then Canadian nationals, Sophia, how do you say Donicky?
Donicky, I believe.
Yeah,
Donecki.
and then Donicky. I don't know how the French Canadians say it.
Yeah. Is
that's
that
how
French Canadian?
I don't know.
Probably.
Isn't all of Canada French? I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know.
As far as I'm concerned, that's their primary language. Never been.
And Thomas Gilbert, so that's cool. Two Canadians,
Yeah.
They get to keep it up there.
Yeah, actually, I think I heard the upshot mention that that was the first one. I'm going to fuck this up, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well,
A
two
Canadian
Canadians,
one,
yeah.
and that's very special.
Yeah, that's cool. Both
It's
of them.
usually an American.
Yeah, on the FPO side. I'm pretty sure Thomas Gilbert has won it a few times. So.
Okay, maybe it's
Actually,
for
I
FPO
know.
then.
Yeah, it has to be FPO because I know Thomas has actually.
It's about the only one he wins,
Yeah.
sadly.
Yeah.
That is wild that he has to go back home to Canada and be like, at least I know I'm still number one here, motherfuckers. And he shot pretty well, too.
Yeah.
I want to say he averaged like a 10. Never mind. I don't know.
I think it was 1050 something.
Yeah.
I think it was around 250, 1052, 1051, something like that. If my memory's correct.
Losers?
Yeah. The losers are the people that signed up for the Masters at Bud Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
All of them.
all of them. Yeah.
And not their fault.
No.
Obviously.
No, signing up for tournaments not a bad thing.
No, we actually, before we get into it, we actually spoke with somebody who we played a tournament with this past weekend who's similar. Same thing happened to him where a guy collected, it was like $100 sign up for a tournament. I think it was a Masters event. And same thing. Dude
Yeah,
took the money
bounced.
and ran.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was Masters or not, but yeah, it just bounced. Like he never got his money back. I mean, so this isn't the first time that this kind of thing has happened, and I didn't know anything about that he told us about. So, man, I think it's maybe PDGA is stepping up to try to correct this. I'm not sure, but they need to have some kind of insurance or something where if a TD does do this, that the poor people can get their money back.
Yeah.
I mean,
For anyone that doesn't know, if you've lived under a rock,
yeah.
ROC. Am I right, Innova?
KC.
People signed up for the Masters at Bud Hill, and the guy that threw it, Jonathan Ray, J Ray,
I think that's what his pals call him.
yes, posted on their Facebook players page, I guess the whatever the players page was for the event, that a long written out thing that he
Had a shitty year. Pretty much.
Yeah, basically, he was going on about how he's got a lot of medical expenses.
Yeah.
He didn't sell as many discs as he had planned, so he wasn't doing very good financially. And apparently, all their money is gone. He never really gave a reason as to why it's gone or where it went.
Yeah, he said he'd done this multiple years, and dude has a great reputation, I guess.
Yeah.
And from the past, but I guess he had pulled money out of this to run some other tournaments, and it always worked out for him, and he's done it before in the past. Well, it didn't work out this time.
Yeah, I've embezzled money years prior, and it's always worked out in my favor. I don't know why it didn't go my way this year. But what happened though is he posted all that and said, well, I'm not going to be able to have the tournament. You will get your money back, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
He's already filed for bankruptcy, so the dude's in dire financial standings.
And he legit seems like he's, in a bad place because of this. Like,
he's obviously in a bad place.
Yeah, like he obviously did. I don't think he set out to screw everybody over, but whenever you pull money, I mean, you can't do that. Like,
no,
you just can't do that.
No, people don't like it when you fuck with their money.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't like when you fuck with my money.
No, I don't either. So it's definitely flipped the disc golf world on its head recently. It's mostly negative comments about the guy, and I get that.
Yeah,
for sure. I think I would probably side with those people more so than having the compassion,
the empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I try to have like empathy for him because I mean,
times is hard.
It's not even that. It's just fucking. You can't take people's money and use it for other stuff and not be able to provide them the service that you just can't do that. Yeah. Like, you can't.
Yeah. He actually, and then he ended up making another post, which I'll go ahead and read it off.
Yeah, it's been everywhere. Everybody knows.
He wanted to clear the air a little bit. He said, Masters players, I wanted to touch base on where things stand and clear a few things up that have been misconstrued in the aftermath of my announcement. First, no money was spent on my medical bills. There were no fishing trips. When that post was made, I was in a very dark place trying to find my way out and some kind of way to salvage this. People started getting worried because I wasn't answering my phone, and I lied and said I was fishing. I was not. I was hiding in a state park in Indiana.
Waiting for the feds.
This isn't good either. That's not good.
No, that's not a good way to
Maybe
put it.
even being honest isn't the best route.
Yeah. Although he is being honest. Yeah. I mean, he was probably hiding because, like, he was just emotionally wrecked and he knew he'd let a lot of people down.
Absolutely.
He was depressed.
$26,000, by the way.
I've been hiding in a state park. It sounds like you're hiding from the criminal charges that you might be. You know what I mean?
Also, state park. Why even throw that little detail in there?
Just because he's a nature guy.
And he's like, I took some time, went in the woods. Took to the woods in my time
How to get my head straight.
Okay, people's getting work. I was hiding in a state park in Indiana. Bud Hill Masters is a grassroots disc golf event. It has never been sponsored or connected to Dynamic Discs in any other way than some raffle donations that were paid through my allotment as a sponsored player. I'm not an employee of Dynamic Discs. I have spent more than a decade representing them as an independent contractor, a sponsored player, and promoter of disc golf. I've never received a paycheck, health insurance, 401k, or during my relationship with them. This is my doing and responsibility alone. It wasn't Bud Hill, it wasn't Dynamic Discs or anyone else. This is all on me. I'm forever grateful for the relationships I've cultivated over the last 12 years. I am embarrassed and ashamed it has come to this, and I have hurt and betrayed so many. It was never my intention. I am eternally sorry to the player, staff, Memphis Disc Golf,
blah,
and Bud Hill.
blah.
I've sold my
blah.
I've sold my inventory, and we will have some clarity and resolution shortly. My most sincere apologies. So he's really doubling down on the apology thing too.
So the people that don't know, and I just learned this from watching Smashbox with Terry Miller.
Terry Miller loves the guy.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that in a little bit. But he is, and I'm sure Callie McCormick, I think is her name. This dude kind of had the same thing that she does, but with Dynamic. Okay, so he was a on wheels retailer, I guess you would call it, right?
Only sold Dynamic stuff.
Only sold trilogy stuff. So he was the same thing. I'm not saying I've never played one of his tournaments, so I mean Callie's got the setup. Callie's the shit. She's awesome. Every tournament that we played with,
and if she has embezzled money, she does it right.
Yeah, she doesn't get caught.
Yeah,
but I mean, so I don't know if his setup is good as hers, but the same idea. So if you know how Callie works, I think he was that. Now I'm pretty sure Dynamic called him and was like, "Why the fuck did you?" Because if his first announcement, he had something about dynamic disc in his email and all this other shit.
Yes.
So when I first read it, I also assumed that he was an employee of Dynamic Disc. So I'm sure they called him and gave him the whatnot.
Yeah.
You know
so he's like, you know what? I'm gonna make another. I'm gonna make another statement. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. So I think that's a lot of what that statement was all
Sure.
about, right?
To cover their ass, not to make them look, not to soil their relationship.
Yeah, and I'm sure he did sell all of his shit. You know, I don't know who to, but I bet they got a pretty good fucking deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a apology and an update, but also I think that was the get Dynamic Disc off his ass, because they were probably threatening to sue the fuck out of him too.
Good possibility.
I would think, because that's a bad look. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It's just a shitty situation. He shouldn't. He could. You can't do that in business. And I'm not a businessman, but I know better than that. And poor Terry Miller, or I shouldn't even say poor Terry Miller, because we all love Terry. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Terry, but I mean, a lot of people are claiming the good old boys are back at it, you know, now, and blah blah blah. But man, I've been a fan of Terry for a long time.
Absolutely.
I'm still, but
he's been paramount in the disc golf community for years.
My dude, you can't. And I'm not even saying he posted something on Reddit and then immediately went back and tried to correct it, and then on Smashbox last night he had another statement saying he don't think any of it's okay.
Right.
But at first
he's just showing his empathy.
Yes.
For J. Ray.
And that's what he meant to. Like, he would just want to show empathy, you know.
Yeah.
He's known the dude. He said he's been a straight up guy, you know, the whole time. But man, let's just. You can't do that. You can't go in there and stick up for somebody that's hosing people out of money, and they might not ever get it back. Hopefully people do, but they might not. The situation before that we were told about with the guy that rode with us, none of them got their money back.
Yes.
And what are you going to do? You're going to get a lawyer to try to get your $85 back?
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth your time, you know what I mean? Unless you did a group thing, there's no way. Like, it wouldn't be worth the time.
No.
So, I mean, but Terry, it's, man, you just can't do that. And he caught it too. Everybody was like, no, mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he went back on it, you know, or he made another comment and said, listen, I didn't say it was okay. I'm just trying to show the dude that I got his back, blah, blah, blah.
It did seem like a little bit of backpedaling,
yes,
too, when that second statement that he had made.
He had to.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, I'm not dicking on Terry, but man, you got to be more aware of where you're at. Like, it's crazy that I have to say that I'm saying this to, you know, about Terry Miller, which is huge in the disc golf world, right? I mean, but I know you too. I'm not going to put her business out there, but I've got family and friends that are not good fucking people. Like, hell, I've done shit worse than what this dude's done
right,
in my life. I used to not be a great person.
Yeah.
But also, like, let's just say my family member, he's not a great person. He's in prison right now, okay? I'm not going to go on Facebook and claim, oh, well, yeah, he did fuck up, but he's a good person.
Yeah.
Whenever I know that there's people on Facebook that's been robbed by that motherfucker.
Yes,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's just, I don't know.
I think that's a common thing in disc golf, too, since it's, like, everyone's so chill and sweet. Like, they definitely try to cover each other's asses, as much, you know? Which is kind of nice in a sense.
That's the good old boy that everybody's talking about. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I mean, so I think that's a lot of that. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're not supposed to do that.
No, and like I said, like that, my family member that's in prison right now, I love him still. I still love him to this day. He's not a good person. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, but I love him.
Right.
I'm still gonna fucking throw some fucking shit on his book so he can get a goddamn honey bun every now and then. But I'm not gonna go publicly on Facebook and say, hey, he's a good person, right in front of people that probably have been robbed by him.
Yeah. Support in secrecy, Terry.
Well,
send the guy a text maybe and be like, hey man, sorry to hear what you're doing.
If you need anything, let me know. You know, if you want to talk, let me know. But don't go on Reddit where there's 200,000 disc golfers. I guarantee some of those people on Reddit that read that shit that Terry are going to lose money or may lose money over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't. I don't blame Terry for saying this shit, but I also don't blame Terry or the people for being like, "Hey, you motherfucker,
Yeah.
he's embezzling money." You
For
know
sure,
what I mean?
for sure.
So I see both sides.
For sure. Yeah. Flip side of the coin as well. Like, you know, being a TD isn't easy.
No,
That's a shit argument too. Like, first off, being a tournament director is harder than what most think.
I would
So
assume.
sometimes you got to take their money and use
run
it.
with it.
He did mention in that second post too that he did not use it for medical bills.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then why did you mention the medical bills? And I guess he was just further reinforcing how broke he was.
I think so, and I think maybe because I thought about this too. Also, is maybe his issues with his health issues also kept him from being on the road as much and selling more frisbees.
Sure,
So
quite possible.
I mean, and we're never gonna know the whole story, I guess.
What if he has limes?
It's a good
It's just
choice.
been tough on him.
It's a good chance if he plays frisbees.
Yeah, but all like I said, what I was getting at too is like it's tough being a tournament director. I understand that, and to the point where I don't even know the ins and outs of running a tournament. I just have heard from others how tough it can be, but it's hard to.
No, you can't justify
You
that.
can't justify that
No,
one.
There's no way.
Also,
there's no way.
Upshot made a good point in that they kind of saw it as like as a state of what the state of disc golf is in, as a direct example
Yeah.
of like how the disc golf industry is doing at the moment.
And
you know, which
I get it.
maybe,
But guess what? You don't gamble with money you don't fucking have.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck of the state of fucking disc golf.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't gamble with money you don't have.
Absolutely.
Like it's bad. Fucking,
I wish he
it's
was
bad business.
I wish he was a little more clear as to what he did with the money. Do you
Well,
think
he-
it
well,
had
he-
to be for personal use?
Well, no, he mentioned that he used it, to keep the other smaller tournaments going throughout the year. And then he thought he'd eventually get it back. He thought people would start signing, more people sign up, more people buy frisbees. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure, like
26 grand.
also, yeah, it's a lot of money, dude. But I mean, also like Callie, right? You go play her tournament. If you win, you're spending that winning
Yeah.
at her shop.
Goes
So
directly to her.
she makes that money back. So that's their whole thing. Well, if you're gambling, for lack of a better word, if you're gambling with the money of you having 90 people in each tournament, but you're only getting 45 or 50 to sign up, and you're only getting that much money back instead of 90,
Yeah.
you're only getting half the money, and then you're eventually gambling with the house money. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, you can't do it.
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
He should sell drugs. You know what I'm saying?
That might
He
be
should-
better.
That like I said before, times are hard right now. I have seen more people on just like local people that I grew up with, making posts on Facebook, like asking for more help. More recently than I've ever seen.
can't
More
stand
now than I've ever seen.
That makes me fucking sick. I cannot stand. If it's your friend, I get it. Like if you hit me up for $20,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Sure.
I wouldn't care a bit to give you
Yeah,
$20 if it was $100 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're getting on a social media and you're asking people to hit up your fucking Cash App because you ain't got no fucking money, and you don't
You
know
are on
these,
drugs.
you don't know the. Well, that's a good chance, yeah. But you don't know if it's. I don't know, man. I cannot fathom me ever asking for money
Yeah.
for no service just because the goodness of people.
Right. Yeah.
That fucking maybe it doesn't bother some
I'm
people.
gonna busk for it. I'm at least gonna do the one man band thing where I have a drum set to my back and a little guitar and a harmonica.
I'd have to do. I just can't, dude. There's not much else in the world that pisses me off worse than people
and seeing that.
asking for money without a service. That fucking pisses me off.
Does it
dude.
really?
Yes.
I
it
don't know.
fucking- I cannot stand somebody to fucking post their goddamn shit and be like, "I'm on a hard time." Well, fuck, I've had hard times too. I've lived in my fucking truck.
Yeah.
It's part of life.
But some people ask for help. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, grow a fucking set.
I don't
Pull
know.
yourself out.
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
tough for me.
That's, you're a fucking pussy.
Same thing when I'm in a city and homeless people ask me for money. It's literally I only say no because it's like, oh no, I can't afford it. It's my money.
Yeah.
And then there's this fucking inner turmoil for me personally where I'm like, God damn. God, it makes me feel like shit
Right.
every single time.
You're
And that's
better-
probably mostly because I don't I don't live in a city where that happens often.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's but I don't know. I'm not me, man. I'm sorry.
no empathy.
I have empathy for a lot, dude. I am a good person. I'm a loving person.
But if you need money, you can go fuck yourself.
No, it just like I said. If you're a family or friend, it doesn't bother me if you do that. If you ask me for money, asking strangers or just people that you you don't even know their real names, this on social media, it absolutely fucking.
Yeah, I could never do it. I could never do it personally.
I'll go without, dude. I'll go without eating before I do that. I swear to God, I would. I would go to a pond and catch a duck and cut its head off.
I would eat the neighbor's cats and dogs.
Like a damn Haitian before I did that.
Okay, I get that. I get where you're coming from.
No, I mean, you're
an asshole.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're a better person than I am. It really.
I don't know about that.
It pisses me off. Like it pisses me off.
Fucking grow up,
dude. I've just been in such shitty situations myself, and
yeah. But everyone comes from a different place. How they deal with it. Maybe they have kids.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's tough too.
Go to the state.
Yeah, they can only help out so much.
Bullshit. We help. I mean, we pay a lot of taxes.
Yeah, but welfare people don't get like a fucking boatload of money.
No, but they got if you buy the right foods, man. Dude, I ate ramen. Now this is no bullshit. I'm not fucking lying to you. There was probably like a year and a half of my goddamn life where I ate Vienna sausages for lunch and ramen noodles for dinner. Wow. And that's all that I ate.
Blood pressure must have been out the roof.
Well, I drank a lot of beer. I did have enough money for that.
So that was leveling out my blood
pressure. That's why I was so broke, is because I was on drugs and an alcoholic. But that's not the point. I did.
I suffered in silence.
I ate Vienna sausages and ramen noodles for a year.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. That's all I ate.
God damn. Yeah, you really can. That is true. Like, I would imagine a lot of these folks, like I said, a lot of these people that do ask for the handouts tend to be people with addiction problems. They're probably not making the best food choices. They're probably like buying Red Bull with their with their food stamps and shit.
Bags of Fudge Rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oliver Anthony said it best.
But no, like it's not even. I'm not even saying you're an addict. I mean, a lot of them probably are, but also just learn how to manage your fucking money. Like you said, don't buy Red Bulls, drink water, right? Yeah. I mean, there's ways that you can get around begging for goddamn money that fucking pisses me off.
Buy great value meth. Quit buying this good 100% pure shit.
Dude, I'm very comfortable now. I've worked my ass off. I'm very comfortable. 2-income family, our child's grown. What do you see me drink? If I drink a soda, what is it?
Yeah, but you're frugal as fuck.
But what is it?
It's the off-brand soda.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Mountain
and
Lightning.
I don't go get it out of a fucking machine. If I don't have one on me, I'm drinking goddamn water out of the water fountain.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky enough to remember in the morning to bring me a soda, I'll enjoy a soda during the day.
It's true.
I'm not going to go spend $2 on 20 ounces of fucking soda. It's not happening.
I've actually had this talk with somebody recently. I think it was a guy we work with, Dave, about how frugal you were and how, like, I remember just recently I sent you some money through PayPal because I didn't realize they're charging you now. Like, what was it, $1?
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
It's like $1 something. And I sent you the money and I was like, oh man, I forgot that I already had it. What was it? There was some dumb shit. Anyways, we ended up sending money back and forth to each other. And you were fucking like, God damn, there goes $2. And I'm like, I'm sorry. You didn't talk to me for 2 days. That's not true. But it's true. Also, that's the conversation I was having with Dave is the reason why you're so good financially, like, and set, you're doing well is because you make those decisions.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what you got to do.
And you know why I'm that way?
I'm the opposite of that.
You know why I'm that way? It's because I've been poor as fuck, and I do not want to be poor as fuck again, ever. Yeah. I mean, ever. I ate ramen noodles for a year and a half.
That's
I do not ever want to do that again.
Yeah, that's
like,
too long.
You know what I mean? And I will do anything. I will only drink Diet Mountain Lightning and Dr. Thunder.
Beef or chicken?
I don't know
shrimp?
what.
Ramen.
Beef and chicken, never shrimp.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, beef or chicken. Yeah.
That's a delicacy. The shrimp ramen.
They're nasty, dude.
Yeah, they're gross.
If shrimp tasted like that, I would never eat them.
No,
they're gross.
Viennas
though, they're fucking money.
What's the best Vienna?
Well, back then there was only one.
Just
that was
regular
before
Vienna?
that was before flavored Viennas.
Yeah, when they started doing barbecue and hot and spicy.
Now hot and spicy are
Yeah.
money, and the smoked ones ain't bad either.
Jeez.
I buy a can about it once a month just to remember, just to
remember
remind myself
how bad a shape.
how bad my stomach hurt all the time.
Yeah.
I had to. It was bad. It was a bad part of my life.
Just for a
this
taste.
is no shit. This is we're not even on subject at all. But this part of my life, once again, I was a bad alcoholic, drank every day, but I ate Viennas and ramen noodles, and I drank Milwaukee's Best Light, the Beast, dude.
That was before my drinking day. I'm sure it was around whenever I drank. I just didn't. I never had Milwaukee's.
This is probably when I was like 18, 19, 20. Like I like I said, I lived in my truck. Like it was gross, dude. It was a bad time. It was nasty.
You know what you needed? Disc golf.
Disc golf, yeah. It saved me.
Just living in a state park.
I give disc golf all the credit, and it really was my wife.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. Moral of the story is, don't embezzle with people's money.
You'll end up eating ramen and all that nasty shit. Yeah. Don't take people's money. And don't ask for fucking free money either.
Now, is there a road to redemption for J. Ray?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody does. Everybody has a road to redemption.
Of course.
I mean, like I said, I've done shit worse than what J. Ray's done. Yeah. In my lifetime, I've done shit worse. Yeah. Now,
people are calling for his head on the internet. I don't know if you know this, but people in Facebook comments can be pretty brutal.
Yeah. They are. They're mean.
They're very mean.
And I don't know how. Like, the first thing he has to do is get everybody's money back. If he just gets everybody's money back and then steps away, he's fine, man. But he needs to get their money back in a very timely manner.
Sure.
Then if he can do that, then he's good as gold. Yeah. But no, you can't TD anymore.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'd read a comment, I don't know how true this is, and they were saying that the PDGA hasn't made a statement about it, which I haven't seen any, but that they are supposedly, I think it was like giving everyone a players pack and something. That may be complete bullshit. But they're trying to compensate these people.
Does that mean
as some kind of like smooth over?
If they take the players pack, do they not get their?
I don't know, because that'd be fucking crazy if so.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't.
I
help.
also read, this is all hearsay. I haven't read this. This isn't definite, but supposedly somebody, I forget the dude's name. He's run a few tournaments down in Florida. Is picking up the Masters at Bud Hill. And I don't know if those folks that signed up are going to be able to just play that tournament.
That would be fine too.
Yes.
Either get them the money back in a timely fashion. Yeah. Or somebody go run that motherfucking tournament and eat it. Like PDGA has to eat it. Yeah. Somebody has to eat it. You know what I mean?
It's true and here's the thing about tournament directors. They're just regular fucking people.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, is regular people. But like, you're asking like, I could run a tournament. And
no, you can't. You're not an official.
Yeah, but give me...
I could run a tournament.
You could run a tournament. You could run a tournament. I could fucking... Okay, well, I could take a 30-minute test and then
take an open book
be
test.
eligible. Yeah, an open book test and then be eligible to run a fucking C tier.
Like I'm special. Like, I'm an official.
Actually, buddy. Yeah. But, I mean, these are just normal fucking people. So, obviously, you're going to have some bad apples in there, too.
And he might not even be a bad apple.
We're not talking about you, Matt Zolich. I'm sure you're a nice guy.
He might not even be a bad apple. He might have just made a couple of really bad decisions. Yeah. I mean, that's all it took.
$26,000 bad decisions.
Dude, that's 3 runs to Walmart these days. in this economy, dude.
Dude, come on.
It's crazy.
It is. Inflation being as high as it is. Real quick to go to politics, because that's a fun one. I will say I don't know anything about politics, and I'm not voting for either or. But if for whatever reason a Republican gets into the White House, if Trump wins and things get lower, I'm dumb enough that I will assume that Trump makes the economy run better. Now, I can get bashed for that if that's the actual truth. I don't know. I really don't know the reasoning for fucking inflation and how the world works.
Okay, I'll break it down to you real fast.
Okay.
Remember when it was really cool? We didn't have to work and we kept on getting checks.
Yeah.
it fucks up your economy eventually.
Sure, yeah. Remember that 3-year span
Yeah.
or 2-year span of COVID?
Yeah, remember whenever we were like, this fucking rules. We don't have to work and we're making actually more money than if we did work. And we just play disc golf and sit around.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't just keep
Apparently
printing
you
money.
can't.
It lowers the value of your money the more money you print. All right? So that's really what happened. And I'm not saying that either or side could do better. But anybody that has any sense knew that when the whole nation wasn't working but still getting paid, that our economy wasn't going to turn to shit eventually.
Yeah, this is going to hurt us.
They weren't thinking. They were just living
Sure.
and loving it,
Yeah.
you know?
What do you think Trump's plan was going to be if he would have won the second term? You
Who
think he was going to be
knows?
like, I know how we're going to get us
I don't
out
know.
of this.
I don't know enough about it that much, but like I know you can't just give people fucking money. Like everybody.
Yeah.
Like
I took advantage of it.
We do pretty well giving, a lot of people money and keeping them up. Like, but you can't give everybody. Like, there has to be somebody working and producing some kind of product to sell or something.
And it wasn't me for 10 weeks.
No.
I got to take 10 weeks off.
Yeah.
What if I made a Facebook post and I'm like, hey man, let's just see if I can get some stimulus checks. If I just like write it to Congress, tag Congress in
I wouldn't like that either.
It'd piss you off.
That pissed me off too. Hey, while we're thinking about it, hey, go follow, like, subscribe, do all that shit. If you're watching the YouTube, I think it's down here. There's a little red thing.
Yeah, show our YouTube channel some love.
Yeah.
Even if you don't listen to us on YouTube or watch us on YouTube, go there and
click
like,
on
subscribe.
it and watch it for a minute, or let it play in the background or anything.
Click the little bell. Opt to get notifications.
Yeah,
I don't know if that helps us, but it sounds.
Probably.
It would be really cool to know that whenever a new episode drops, that your phone gets a notification. It would make me feel good, knowing.
Make me chub up.
Yeah.
Make me chub up.
Support us on all our socials too.
Yes.
Moving on. Once again, I'm not even going to say it. A certain podcast I heard recently did mention another thing that I wanted to bring to your attention.
Okay.
That may ruffle your feathers a little bit.
What's this?
Now, for 2025, when we sign up for a membership, you will now have to opt in to getting the Disc Golfer magazine. Otherwise, you will not get a quarterly Disc Golfer magazine.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I'm probably in the minority, but I do enjoy getting them. I look at them. I'm an old school kind of guy. I like thumbing through it.
Like some
I
reading
looking
material
at
on
the
the toilet?
pictures. Yeah. I mean, and I think I've mentioned this before, but a good way that I try to grow the sport is when I get done with it, I take a Sharpie, I cover up my address and my name, and then next time I go to a dentist, I carry it in there and I act like I'm looking at it.
It's a legit way to grow the sport.
And then I just lay it on the table whenever they call my name to go back and get my teeth cleaned.
They run out the door. They're like, "Sir, you forgot your trash on the table." It's an empty soda that you left and the magazine.
No, they don't even give him a can back. It's just a magazine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try
We threw the can away.
I try to leave them laying around different places. Barbershops, dentist's office, doctor's office, sperm banks.
Sure.
I mean, this anywhere there's you got to wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I like that.
Yeah. So I
my Disc Golfer magazine was found under my mattress, and I got scolded for it.
They just
look at this filth.
But yeah, I will opt in to keep on receiving it. I will be one that does that.
You're gonna keep it going.
And even if they want to charge me an extra $5-10, I'd probably pay it. Like, to be honest, and I think that probably will be. If they don't just axe it completely, which they probably will just axe it completely.
Eventually.
I don't think many people are going to opt into getting it.
Now, it will still be available on the PDGA website.
Yeah, digital. That's fine. I can go on there and look. I have a Kindle, right? I have a Kindle. And I read almost every night. I still prefer to have
a book in physical copy.
Yeah, I like a physical copy of a book.
I understand that.
It's maybe that's weird, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Kindle's nice.
You're
like
a hipster
if you're
reader.
Yeah.
Like, I actually prefer the vintage books too.
I like the smell of a book.
Yeah. You think there'll ever be any Disc Golfer magazine collectors where they're like selling like 2002 editions and
I
shit?
don't know, but I know people that do collect them.
Yeah.
Like for sure do collect them. They keep every one of them.
I'm sure there are a handful of people that have every issue.
Yeah, and that would be. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
It's cool as far as like the collectible aspect of it. I get it.
Yeah.
I will say that I haven't really been. It's been one of those things that when I get it in the mail, it's either directly into the trash or sitting on my table, and I don't go thumb through them anymore. Not anymore.
See, I always look at them.
I used to do it all the time.
I'll read the articles, and I mean, some of them are written pretty well. I mean, some of them not, and there's a lot of. One of the things that I do, and this is not I'm trying not to knock it too bad, but like, I like looking through it and trying to find mistakes. There's usually 2 or 3
okay.
The picture will not match the whatever, like it'll be Presnell and it'll say Joel Freeman or something, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like to look for hidden messages. Sometimes I'll cut certain letters out of it and like line it up to a Bible page and see if there's some kind of
Isaac Robinson.
Yeah.
Said what?
Yeah, see if there's some kind of weird secret thing, like a secret disc golf society.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't. I'll opt in, and like I said, if they want to charge me $5-10, I ain't gonna pay more than 10. I'll just look at the digital. But
just tell them to get wrecked.
Yeah, get wrecked. But there's also a couple other changes. Fees, and this shit's all already passed. So this isn't this stuff that might happen. This is definitely happening. The fees for signing up for tournament, the player fee or whatever they want to call it, PGA fee, is going to go up $1.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll go up $1. Also, if you're international and you sign up for membership, you won't get the membership packet. You will get a digital enhanced digital copy of it. So,
what was the membership packet, anyways? Was it a mini?
No, we get them every year. It comes with a card, maybe like a dog tag or something, or a bag tag. I think is what they call it. Looks like a dog tag. And I think it's like a note saying thank you or whatever. I mean, it's not much, but
so the international folk, people outside of the U.S. will not get that.
No, I guess they say that enhanced digital, so I guess it's going to be something where you can actually print a good copy of your membership card.
If you're a fucking tool and you want to print that out,
do you carry your membership card around? Like, does anybody carry their membership card?
Can I tell you something? I did the first year or two that I'd signed
Did you
up.
really?
Absolutely. I was like, well, here's my PDGA card.
I might need to show this at a tournament.
Yeah,
is that what you thought?
I don't know. I just kind of like to be legit. I was just this is kind of cool. Now that I realize that's silly amateur behavior, I don't do that anymore. I blur out the number though. I scratch off. Scratch off the barcode. the VIN number, the serial number. Like they do a gun. Yeah, like Brody. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that you would be like,
yeah, I mean, honestly, I listened to Upshot too. So I already knew. But
I already knew that one.
There was one other thing too, wasn't there? Oh yeah, non-membership or what? No, they don't call it non-membership. They call it
temporary membership.
Temporary membership is going. So if you do not have a PDGA number and you signed up for a tournament, now there is a $10 fee, and it's going to go up to $15.
Yeah.
So now if you're gonna play 50 AM tournament or AM sub. AM membership, I'll get it out in a minute. Okay. AM membership is $50. So if you're going to play 3 tournaments, might as well just go ahead and get the whole thing, and that way you can have your ratings and stuff.
Dude, I've never understood that when people signed up for a tournament unless they're only playing 1 or 2 tournaments a year.
I mean, I think maybe there might be somebody that just wants to play their home course. They know they can do good there. They don't want to test themselves or whatever.
Yeah. Now those people that sign up without a membership are the people that tend to be, not all the time, but a good handful of them are baggers. Straight up sandbaggers.
Well, it's the only way you can truly bag.
Yes.
Right. I mean.
Yeah.
That's the only way that's only, like, if somebody goes out, say they're playing MA3 and they're, $890 or whatever. I don't call that bagging, even if they're $899.
Yeah.
Because that's allowed.
Sure.
But whenever you're playing MA4 and you don't have a number and you're shooting 950s,
Yeah.
960, yeah, that's bagging.
Yeah.
Like, that's truly bagging.
For sure. And like, just for personal experience, like I've seen people, or I've heard people talk about on cards being like, yeah, this is my first tournament. I was going to sign up for MA3, but I figured I didn't, I played too well for that. So signed up for MA2.
Yeah.
And I heard multiple people say this where they're like, just fucking sign up for MA3, whatever. Sign up for MA3 anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, you snake.
Yeah, that's
you
dirty.
fucking snake.
That's dirty.
You could do that. But if you are like an obvious MA1 player and you sign up for MA3, you're a fucking butthead.
Yeah, that's shitty.
That's not cool.
No.
Now, this next rule goes right into that. So for 2025, TDs are allowed to make the call on if they know a player's skill level, they're allowed to deny them to sign up for different divisions. So if it's somebody they think is like a 920 player, they can make the call on not letting them sign up for MA3.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
they have to have prior knowledge. So
yeah, and they can't have proof.
Yeah, exactly. So the only the only thing that's not cool about that, it's all cool. I think, if they know. But what if there's two people that are trying to sandbag, and one of them they know, and they're like, nah, motherfucker, you got to play MA2. And the other one they don't know, and they let them play MA3, and they just smoke everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to have personal prior knowledge, pretty much, to be able to make that judge. You can't just go by what somebody else tells you.
Absolutely. But that is legit, for sure.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I do like it. I'm not saying I don't. I do like the rule.
I do like the rule.
Yeah, I don't think people should sandbag.
I don't think they should either.
People call me a bagger all the time.
You're not a sandbagger, dude.
No, I've never won a fucking tournament. I think you have to win a tournament to be a sandbagger.
Yeah. I do find it kind of funny, though. No real shade to these people that maybe they're listening. Like, people that do win, like an MA3 or MA4 division, and they don't go up. They just won multiple divisions, and their player rating is still under the 900. Within that level where they can play it. I don't know. Shouldn't you still just kind of move up, though?
I mean, I think if you've won multiple times, I mean, I would think that you're playing tournaments to challenge yourself to a point. Like, if you're up to, and I could be wrong about this, but if you're 890 and you've won, 3, 4 MA3s, right? Do you really need the plastic? Like, is that why you're playing? Because, I mean, at this point, I'm not playing for plastic or winnings or nothing else. I want to win. Like, I want to win.
Sure.
And I want my rating to be. And I told you this the other day. Like, I hit 890 and I get a dub. I'm going up to MA2.
Yeah.
Like, if I can always go up to MA40. I am a man of a certain age.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
you do qualified for an age protected division.
I don't think it's age protected anymore.
Okay, whatever.
I think we're supposed to call it age based.
Age appropriate.
Age based. But yeah, I'm gonna move up. Like, I don't want to stay in MA3, but man, I would like to win in MA3 before I moved up. Like,
understandable.
I play better with better people. I think that's apparent when you see me, like, when I get on league cards and stuff. I can be in 4th place or 5th place, and I'll always gain spots on the final round.
That may be the exact opposite for me, buddy, because that is just going off my past few tournaments here has been a tough one I can't scrap together 2 good rounds. It's usually the first one's okay, and then the second one
You need to find a 3-rounder then.
That's what it is.
Or just play flexes.
Flexes, I'm usually in top 3 to 5,
Yeah.
Top 5.
Maybe you need to find a 3-rounder and you come back alive at 3rd round.
Maybe that's what it is. There's just not enough rounds for me to really.
Yeah, you're just getting warmed up.
I'm just getting warmed up.
It takes 36 to warm up.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That can't be it. I don't think that's what it is at all. But, what do you do?
I don't know.
Get better at disc golf?
Yeah, practice more.
I practice.
I do too. It's fucking just
And by practice, I
Sucks.
mean play courses. I don't do field work.
No, I do field work. It don't help me. I can throw the frisbee. I just can't put. I'm the Evelina of MA3. I've really come to like I can if I can hit some putts.
Yeah.
Or I have like one bad.
Like your
blow
drives
up
are
hole.
much more. They tend to be pretty good, and like you're pretty accurate in your division as far as drives go.
Yeah.
But when it comes to putting,
Well, or just a blow up hole. Like I'll have like a.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have like one blow up hole.
yeah, for sure.
Take a double bogey on a wide open fucking
Yeah.
380-foot hole.
Yeah,
Take
those
a 5.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
those are tough too, especially when you've played mostly clean in a round, and you look at the scorecard and you got a 7 on a par 3. You're like, I had no bogeys, but then there's 4 fucking bogeys right there on one hole.
That's all it takes is one hole.
How the fuck did I play that inconsistently? That one hole.
You have
It's a little hiccup.
to play every shot, and I have to tell myself that all the time. Like every shot means so fucking much in a tournament.
Yeah.
Just like this last weekend, I ended up 1 stroke off the lead. 1 stroke. I tied for second. But like there was so many shots that I was just like, I don't give a like in the middle of those 2 rounds, there was probably 5 or 6 shots where I was just like,
It's fine.
it'd be fine, whatever I do. And it wasn't fine. It didn't turn out fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to, I really need to be telling myself every shot, like, hey,
Yeah.
this shot is just as important as any shot because
Yeah.
when it comes to the end,
Because I don't need to set
stroke
myself up with a
counts.
25-foot putt that I'm not comfortable with.
That stroke counts.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that sounds very elementary and kind of dumb to even say, but like,
Remember that, folks.
in the middle of a round, you have to remember that every one of those fucking strokes is going to
Absolutely.
count at the end.
Yeah, you take advantage of those up shots.
Yeah.
Those 100, 150 foot up shots.
Yeah, put it close where you don't have to worry about 25
Absolutely.
footers.
Take your time, actually think about it.
Yep.
And
That's
then
what everybody needs to remember. That's what we need to leave this episode with. Is
Gannon Burr takes his time,
Gannon
and he
Burr
wins
does.
everything.
Yeah, he takes a lot of time.
He takes too much. Some people say he takes more time than you're
Not
supposed
me.
to.
I'm gonna start taking 45.
I think, yeah.
Who's gonna fucking say anything?
No one in MA3,
No.
MA2, in
No.
those amateur divisions, no one's
No.
saying shit.
I'm taking 45 seconds every shot.
I think you should.
I'm gonna
He's
tie my shoe.
normalized it. He's teaching people that you can actually do that with little to 0 to little.
Nobody's gonna say
repercussions.
anything until somebody says something. I'm taking a minute.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to do illegal step putts too.
Yeah, fuck them. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, I'm going to throw practice shots.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm smoking weed on each hole.
Yeah.
I'm lighting a joint.
What
I'm
are
using
they gonna
drugs,
do?
alcohol.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Most people wouldn't say anything. You know that. I actually played with a guy over the weekend that was foot faulting everything within the circle. Wasn't standing directly behind his lie. I don't know if this was his first tournament. It's weird. It's kind of strange to think that like a guy playing MA2 that has a membership has just never been told that before. So I'm sure it wasn't his first tournament. I just wonder if he's gone this whole time without people being like, "Hey, man." But I did. I let him know. I policed it.
Did you?
Yeah, but I let him do it
job.
like 30 fucking times.
That's good. At least somebody need to let him know.
Yeah.
That might be why he didn't know.
And also, just to really even sound more like a pussy, he didn't, like, he asked me if it was. I didn't even go out of my way to tell him because I'm such a bitch. But he was just like, "Was that putt illegal?" And I was like, "Yeah." But I was quick to say it. He was like, "Yes, you have been doing You have been doing that. You're not supposed to step putt within the circle." A lot of falling putts, I guess is what you call them.
McCully told me we was playing dubs last night. He told me about some MA4 fuckery that I would have loved to have been seen. He said he was playing that Appalachian Championship or whatever it was a couple weekends ago up in Johnson City area. And there was 2 dudes on his card that were buddies, and they were both just like playing like shit. So they started like whenever one of them was putting, the other one would like be waving his putter in front of the basket and shit.
Fucking with him.
That's a fuckery I would be
Yeah.
part of.
No,
Like,
yeah.
God damn,
Yeah,
dude.
don't be doing that shit to me, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, like he wasn't doing it to Josh, of course. He was doing it
yeah.
to his buddy, but
Yeah.
this to see that during a sanctioned
No
tournament
shit.
and be like, holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
I
some
don't want-
fuckery there.
don't
That's some
wanna,
MMA,
like-
that's some MMA fuckery, 4 fuckery.
That's an
yeah.
MA4 fuckery.
Yeah,
Nut
that's
checks
why-
on the tee pad and shit. Fuck you, dude. I know we're in MA4, but come on. There's rules, goddammit. Yeah. Honk, honk. Fucking honking his balls and fucking.
From behind.
Yeah.
Right before he's about to tee off.
Dude, I totally razzed you. It's not funny.
No.
This is a sanctioned event.
Yeah. Take that shit to fucking league night.
Yeah, that's some league night behavior.
Yeah.
People forget that. I do think that's what it boils down to in a lot of instances, too. Is people that are either that don't know the rules or they're just so used to playing casual rounds.
And I think
no one's corrected them on their fuckery. Whether it be, falling putts or just,
I think that's a lot to
misbehaving.
do with, like, also the, like, I know you said sometimes it bothers you when somebody's like, hey, nice shot. And it's not a good shot.
Yeah. And that's something that, I don't know, I'm conflicted about it. I can't help that. It's like an irrational thing for me.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that, and I don't say anything to him like it wasn't, or I don't say anything short or shitty with anybody. But yeah, whenever it's a shot that it's like I'm not happy with, whether it be bad or just not what I wanted, I'm just like, fuck. And then someone's like the optimist, where they go like, yeah, but it's over here. Like, I hate that it bothers me, but it does irritate me where I'm like, just let me be a bitch for a second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just let me hate myself for a little bit because I don't think it hurts me in a way. Like I kind of use that to be like, all right, let's do a little bit better on the next one, you dumbass. And for whatever reason, that's one of those irrational things that I have that I've noticed. And I think it's relatively new.
Yeah, probably. It's because you're getting older and you're just more on, or you will be a Republican for too long. Yeah, but it's not. I think it spurs from just like the casual side of it, like, because we play cash so much more than we play tournaments, right? Or even like dubs. I played last night. Like, yes, we're competing. Yes, there's a little money on the line and everything else, and you want to play well for your partner. They got their money in too, and it's usually random, so sometimes you don't even know them. But it's also like, I think the root of disc golf is like a positive thing.
Yes.
You want everybody to feel comfortable.
Yes.
Like, especially like you'll be playing dubs or league or something, or just a casual round. Be playing with somebody that's brand new, and they'll throw a fucking awful shot. But you're still like, no, dude, that wasn't bad. You just need to get your nose, So,
and by the way, I'm definitely guilty of that. Doing the same behavior that I'm irritated by.
Yeah, we all.
It's not their fault.
No.
I'm not trying to put that on you. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like, fuck those people.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, I think it's an irrational thing that I have. Where I'm just like, ugh, don't tell me that. Just let me fucking be a bitch for a minute.
I've been consciously trying not to say like good shot or anything like that. Like,
I only do it on obviously bad shots. When they throw into the water, I'm like, nice, dude.
Dude, that was sick.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
It's a little more turn. That would have been dry.
Yeah, you might find it. You might actually find it.
You
just try to find the positive for it. You go, well, yeah, it's in the water, but it looks like
it's floating.
It's
floating.
It was a dragon. That is one of those things that is said too, by the way. When like someone throws in the water, it's like, yeah, but we'll probably be able to get it though. You have to follow it up with the positive. So much, it is,
like every time. Oh, I think we can get that one back though.
Yeah, or like a wind read thing. It's like the wind did something crazy to your disc right there. I've heard that one a lot too. That's you're like, no fucking shit. He's being a bitch.
Oh, should have stabled up.
I'm gonna start using like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start being like, honestly, dude, I think you should have went with like a faster speed disc on that. You were like 30 foot short.
Should have went up and speeded a touch.
Yeah.
Did you really even try to throw that hard?
Yeah, you undercompensated. Oh man, form critiques after someone throws a bad shot. That's tough. That's a tough one for me to deal with for somebody with obviously poor form.
Yeah.
Is whenever you throw and then someone's like, hey man, if you get and if they're not better than me for whatever, like I said, kind of irrational, but it's one of those things where I'm like, don't.
Yeah.
Let me throw like shit forever. Don't help me.
Like I don't mind if it's like one of your fucking crew. Like,
sure, yeah.
If it's somebody that knows you and knows
you
how
tell me
throw,
constructive criticism a lot. Like, hey, you got the nose up a lot on that, or fucking you're throwing it on Annie, and I'm not realizing.
Yeah, because you don't,
and I don't get upset with you. I'm always like,
it's the same way. Like, if it's somebody I know that I play with all the time, and they know my throw or swing, whatever you want to say, and they're like, hey, dude, it's coming out weird. Like, that doesn't bother me. If you don't know me, do not tell me how to throw a fucking frisbee.
Because we
And
will be a bitch about it.
if I'm beating you and you don't know me, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because this poor form is beating your ass right now.
I don't. Yeah, like if I'm beating you the majority of the time or in this round, do not fucking tell me how to play frisbees.
And problems are fun.
Yes, and problems are great.
I wonder, like, because this is one of those things that we talk about as amateurs, you know, those kind of things. I wonder on a pro level what those are. I'm sure the bad or not shot, kind of like, or like the positive thing after a bad shot is still there for a lot of pros too.
Oh,
but like,
sure.
If someone with good form, it's hard to really like. What are their criticisms? You know?
Yeah, they probably don't.
They're on a different level. Their problems are different.
Yeah, they're playing for a living.
Yeah, they are.
Well, some
motherfucker, I slept in a fucking hammock last night. Maybe I'm a little sleepy today. I didn't sleep very well because there's a fucking raccoon still in my food.
There's a skunk right below me all night.
Yeah. If I. Third place is $150. This is a 3-day tournament. This is bullshit.
I have to drive to Maine next week. How money will we get to Maine?
Yeah. I'm sponsored by Lone Star.
This dropped, like, jumping off. I seen Lone Star, and I'm not going to lie. They have some of the best glow plastic there is.
Glow?
Like, it glows very good.
Okay, well.
Well, and it used to be hard to find some glow Lone Star.
Really?
Not anymore. It's 40% off.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting ready to
shut the doors.
I'm afraid that they're about done. Yeah,
I could see it.
They've done too much. They're
most
done.
of the things said about Lone Star are overwhelmingly negative.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah, and they brought it on themselves, really.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know
for sure. That's a good way to know if for a tournament director next year to like if they know to figure out what division a guy could be in. You just if that's all Lone Star. MA3 or below.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and bet that, buddy.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be a Ranger team next year.
Yeah.
I've already spoke to a couple. They're like, yeah, I don't think I'm doing that next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to have to take that Facebook profile picture down. I'm going to have to take off the Lone Star banner. Yeah.
I bet they hate it too.
I wonder what the new thing's going to be.
I don't know. You know what I want? And we were talking about this, and there's nothing. I don't care about sponsorships. I could give a fuck about, unless they're going to pay, like, for a bunch of tournaments. I don't want to wear nobody's name on my back or...
With a silly design like the Sasquatch holding the basket.
I don't find any pride in being a fucking 850 golfer and saying I'm on somebody's fucking team. Like, it's just not my thing. It might be some people's thing, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, our boy McCulley, Team Dark Ace.
Yeah.
I'm for sure taking that if it was offered to me.
Yeah, come on.
Dark Ace is
But it's only because the shirts are radical.
Yeah, and plus...
And the dude that runs it.
Yeah, and George is fucking cool. If Anthony was to come to me and said, hey, I want you to be on Team Happy with Par.
You say no because I'm never happy with Par, dude. Birdie's always.
No way I'm turning that down.
Sure.
Fucking cool product, cool people, I believe.
So if we're biased towards them, we will say yes.
But, like... The one sponsorship that I really want, and they have nothing to do with disc golf. Like, zero to do with disc golf. And I've emailed them once, and I might start emailing them again.
Send an email a week.
I want to be sponsored by Bad Dragon dildos. So bad. I don't even know if are they called Bad Dragon dildos. I don't.
I'm
even
sure
know
they
what
go
they're
by.
called.
It's a different
sex toys or whatever.
Different name for their company, sure.
But I want to be sponsored by them so bad. I would.
Bad Dragon products.
Bad Dragon, yes.
Yes.
I just want to have.
I'd wear the Bad Dragon shirt,
dude.
The swag.
Yes, I just want the swag and this to be able to say that
we're sponsored.
I'm sponsored by Bad Dragon.
Absolutely.
I would love for this podcast to be courtesy violation brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Dude, that would be so rad.
Dude, I would fucking I would love.
Oh, dude, you know how Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption started writing a letter every week to the state so he would get he just wrote more and more letters until the state granted him money to build a library.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we'll do. We'll put that much passion and drive into getting this.
I don't want any other products.
Sure. We'll buy the products.
No, I won't buy the products.
Well, the t-shirts.
No, the t-shirts.
Whatever,
yes,
the swag.
Yes, the swag.
Just to say that they sponsored us.
Yeah, I'm not banging a deer's ass. Not.
What about like a fish face?
No.
Or a dragon muzzle?
No, I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's too. I mean, it's too much.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
suit
I
yourself.
damn sure don't want my wife getting a hold of any of those fucking godforsaken
They're
things.
huge.
They're monsters.
They're so big.
So, like, you know, I don't want any of that. I just want to be able to say that I'm sponsored by Bad Dragon, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by Bad Dragon. It's like, oh, do you guys use the products? Fuck no. No.
I'm a goddamn weirdo.
But if we get the sponsorship, we have to, like, they probably want us to be
I'd
like,
hang
oh, their
one,
products are
I'd
amazing.
hang one from the bag.
Yeah.
How about me walking around with the tentacle hanging down off my bag?
Dude, they're like 12 pounds. I would love to melt one down and mold a disc.
Use a tentacle for a mini marker.
No shit. It's just like wobbles as you set it down.
Sticking up out of the ground.
That could be a sponsorship. If
Come on, Bad
never.
Dragon. Come
They'll
on,
never.
everybody, send Bad Dragon a message. Tell them courtesy violation wants to be sponsored by them.
That would help.
That's the only.
We got to Andy Dufresne our way into
Dark
this.
Ace, Happy with Par, and Bad Dragon. That's the only ones I care about.
Yeah. Anything else?
Only ones.
Lone Star, get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
What if Innova came to us and they're like, hey, we want to sponsor your podcast?
Yeah, for sure.
Innova?
Okay, honestly, if anybody wants to sponsor this podcast, it's wide open, dude.
As long as it's not some weird sponsorship shit where I have to like sign a contract and I end up spending more money than I would if I was just doing open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Now Innova, if they said you can only throw Innova, I would be like, okay. I would not have a problem with that.
Yeah, because they wouldn't know that I wasn't throwing only Innova.
They have 70,000 molds.
Oh,
if I can't find what I want out of all their molds, that's a me problem.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not a them problem.
But that's something you could say that about any disc golf company.
Almost, but Innova, they've got a lot of molds.
They
man.
do. They really
They've
do.
got a lot of molds.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, even what is it? Streamline's coming out with a Berg.
Yeah, got one.
You got one?
Oh no! You talk about the range. Never mind.
Range, yeah.
I got the parachute. We both got a parachute.
I know that
They're
parachute's
fucking
sick.
pretty.
Pretty stoked.
Yeah.
All right, ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, wrap it up.
I would like to end the podcast with, just as a reminder, the Disc Golfers Code.
Yes.
In case anyone forgot what the Disc Golfers Code was, you can find it at pdga.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's play smart, respect the course, and represent the sport.
Yes.
Guys, come on. That means no embezzling.
Nope.
No telling people good shot when it wasn't a good shot.
Yeah.
And that means
No begging for money
don't beg for money
on a disc golf account.
on a disc golf account.
No.
Boy, that would be wild too. Is just like to see people, not even disc golf related, on disc golf pages like, hey, I've been in hard times. Could you guys send maybe $20 or $30 in my Venmo?
Like, do you even play?
Did this not work with your friends and family? Why are you here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Oh, don't throw. Is that all of them? Is that the whole code?
That's the three, brother.
Oh.
Play smart, respect the course, represent the sport.
All right, that's good. I thought there was something about don't throw where you can't fucking see or something.
Well, I think that falls
Or
in
is that
line.
the rules?
I think that, yeah, that's definitely a rule. Well, that, oh yeah. Well, that play smart.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
know,
part
make
of the
sure
smart.
it's play smart. Make sure you abide by the rules that are for each park, and you're not throwing in a crowd full of people.
Okay.
Make sure there's not.
I
Like
thought you
a
said
picnic.
play. Yeah, I thought when you said play smart, it was like don't throw understable
about-
into a headwind.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
That's what I was
Think
saying.
about every shot.
Yeah, something like that.
No,
Yeah.
that could kind of go in that too, though.
Well, we love y'all. Enjoy GMC.
I know we will.
Yes, we will.
Peace out, y'all.
See ya. Bye.